we've got a lot to talk about, man.
Where do we start?
Let's talk about. We might as well start at the beginning of the week. Raw.
Wait, can I just say it now?
Go on.
It's a new era.
Yeah, it's a new era.
Are we officially? So reality era is done now.
No, it's still here.
So
But, I mean, it's still the new era in terms of like.
So wait, can we just go through the eras? You've got Golden Era, right? You've got
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah.
You've got Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah.
What, PG?
PG era. PG era came after Ruthless Aggression, yeah.
And then
Announced
reality
between
era.
when? 2010.
I forgot New Generation.
New Generation.
New generation.
That's
era.
when like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart first came in.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that came after the golden era.
Yeah,
no?
that's after Golden Era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So altogether, there's been 5 eras, but yeah, reality era is not done yet.
We're still.
We're still in that, but it's more in a sense of like the whole Wednesday Night Wars now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
I think we should done reality. It's not reality no more. I think we should like go into a whole new era, like a whole.
what do you think it should be called?
I'll be honest with you, the reality era kind of makes sense.
I just call it reality then. Let's leave it as that.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of the way like they integrate with like social media and
Social
stuff like that, and
Fair enough.
but
Wrestlers gonna have a say online and stuff.
what you saying?
What are you saying, bro? Keys.
Nah.
Cool. Delboy, take it away. What we saying?
So Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Let's first start off with the new set for Monday Night Raw.
Cool.
What did you guys think of it?
So you sent the pictures to the group chat, innit?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
What was your first? Because my thing was this. I was like, it looks sick. It looks nice. But as soon as I saw what do you call it? Like the actual lights turn on, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, are they gonna keep it for pay-per-views as well? Like,
You know what? All right, it's dead, innit? But like compared to the SmackDown one, like, yeah, it's dead. I'm not really.
I mean, I feel like it's not that different from the original set. It's just a bit concave now, and it looks like something you see on like Tony Hawk's Underground or something.
Do you not see Natalia slide down on it?
Exactly. Yeah, that looks sick though. That looks sick, but other than that, it was a bit. The set's meaty. I don't really care for it. But it started off with was it Rey Mysterio? He came into because I think he was meant to be challenging Seth Rollins for the Universal title. He was meant to challenge Seth Rollins for the Universal title, that main event. Yeah, and then ended up getting interrupted by Brock Lesnar, who just flogged him like a baby. I was saying to Blacks off mic, off the record. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed him getting like. It was good to see Brock Lesnar like that. It was good to see that because we haven't seen something like that in ages. Wow. But at the same time, I didn't understand the angle of it. Yeah, I honestly didn't get the angle of it.
But deep where WWE are trying to go with it, obviously with the Rey Mysterio thing happening, that allowed the whole Kane, what's his name?
Cain
Velasquez coming in, and you know that angle. Do you know what I mean? But I thought Cain Velasquez was gonna come in because I saw like things about it on Twitter. I thought he was gonna come with the mask that he used in that Mexican.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I thought he was gonna come like that. Yeah. But obviously he came with a bare face, and do you know we haven't got to that point yet. Continue talking about Raw, bro.
So he beat up Rey Mysterio. Then he also went to go and beat up Dominic. For those that don't know, Dominic is Rey Mysterio's son. Yeah. And my word, he could take a bump. Hey, he could take a bump.
I was surprised. I was like, right, he's younger than us. Like, can I take a bump?
Bro, he could take a bump. As in, I wasn't expecting any time soon for him to kind of like
jump in,
in any in-ring action like that. But my word,
I will say this though, Brock Lesnar is a badass. Like, if he wants to beat you up,
he'll flog you.
As much as we give him heat on like, he's a part-timer, but Brock does Brock very, very well. As it, bro, Brock is like
from Zach Gowen to Rey Mysterio,
bro,
to other man,
fam. He knows how to play the bully.
Yeah.
And especially now that we're in the reality era. His whole UFC history now comes into it as well, bro. It's
even worse,
fam. He's such a credible.
And this is what I was saying because I remember in a few podcasts, everyone was saying this Brock Lesnar's not as good as the 2002. I'm saying this now. This Brock Lesnar is the best Brock Lesnar ever. I'm telling you, ever. But that'll be for another discussion, innit? That'll be another discussion. But I feel this is the best Brock ever. I really do. I really do. He's hated right now, but I really do.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No one has hated Brock Lesnar like this. Like, no one has hated Brock Lesnar like we've hated Brock Lesnar now.
Do it is.
In ring ability is not as great.
Yeah.
But everything else, okay, and his the guy don't talk.
Yeah,
he knows. He knows his role now. Do you understand? I just feel like he just knows how to play his role.
I agree with that.
So perfectly.
He does what he's doing what he needs to do, which I agree with. But what was I even gonna say? Yeah, the thing is, it's in terms of like in ring as well. He's evolved in a way where it's like he's more taking his UFC.
Exactly.
He's a fighter. Like whereas before, he's more of his like collegiate wrestling kind of came into it, and you know that's what made it work for him. Whereas now he's a badass and he does, like, as we said, he does his job very, very well.
Very well.
Yeah. And as much as we cuss him for being a part-time or whatnot, we've said it time and time again. When he's within the ring, he does what he needs to do. We cuss him for not being there every week. We cuss him for not having matches every week. But when he does have his matches. He gets us talking. And he has good matches. Like you can tell that he's enjoying himself. So, but what else happened on Raw?
The Lana and Bobby Lashley stupidness.
I'm taking your missus.
No, brother.
Yeah, you joking? Hey, Bobby Lashley took my missus, my heart. You see my chest? Big man like that. Hey, my chest is hurting. Hurting.
I just feel like, bro, we know that he's Rusev. Bro, how can I finish share, bro?
Can I just cut you off though? It was very random how it just came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's someone's wife. Calm,
and it made no sense as well. The fact that the way that he came back, he was reintroduced as the father to Maria's baby. He beat up Mike Kanellis.
Oh yeah.
Well, who? Bobby Lashley?
Rusev.
Oh yeah.
So he came back. His return was that he was the father. He was the real father of Maria Kanellis' baby. Oh, I should put my phone aside. Apologies. He's the father of Maria Kanellis' baby. He's beating up Mike Kanellis, and then now it doesn't make sense to me that he came back as a heel, or what was supposed to be a heel, and then now he's all of a sudden a face because he saved. I don't know. But that whole, I'm not a fan of the whole Bobby Lashley Lana thing.
No, it's not. It doesn't sit well with me, to be honest.
Doesn't make sense.
Especially whereas now, okay, cool. People will say to us, yeah, wrestling's not real.
The thing which WWE I think are just lacking on is, it's just the reality era. If you know what I'm trying to say, there has to be some reality towards it. Like, don't fool us and put Lana. We know they're real. They know they're married for real life. Why the hell would you do this angle for? Bro. It doesn't make sense. There's no correlation to it. Do you understand? Like, there has to, like, I feel like with WWE, they need to put some reality into it because now you're just making it too fake. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, we know there's wrestling that's got its side. You know, I don't want to say that's fake. You know?
And stuff like this pisses me off. Why? Because imagine if it now actually happens and turns into a real life.
That's
I hate stuff like that. I hate it.
Man just celebrated his flipping 3rd anniversary like last month.
3rd anniversary. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? You're gonna ruin man's life.
And like even the memes that are coming out of it as well. I'm seeing people putting like the blacks and
Brazers tweet.
I'm seeing people put the Brazers logo on the thing. I'm just thinking,
it's not fair,
this
bro.
is nuts. Like, and for me, it's like I don't actually get the angle. Like, is this the angle geared towards Crown Jewel for the 5-on-5 match? Like, it doesn't.
But even Saudi Arabia don't even condone that.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia don't even condone. I can't even speak. They don't even condone adultery for him.
No, they don't.
So what is this angle for?
Bro, it doesn't make sense.
It's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know if Paul is orchestrating or Vince is orchestrating, but big man.
If Paul's doing it, then I'm
please fix up. If it's Paul.
And the way is also I'll boil it down to stupid fans. Yeah. Let's be real. There's a lot of fans that'll be out there saying, "Oh yeah, they should go back to doing stuff in the Attitude Era, rare." But people need to realize we're not in the Attitude Era. Those stuff worked back then. Right now, we don't want to see people. We don't want to see all that BS of people. Oh, nice.
But this is what I mean. At least put some reality towards it. If it was Lana, like, how can I say it?
Becky Lynch? No, not Becky Lynch. No.
I don't know.
Okay, let's say.
But there has to be some reality towards.
Say for example, this Baron Corbin thing, and Lacey Evans. Say if that was continue going on in it. And somehow, say, give me not Ricochet came through and said, "Oh no, Chad Gable lips flipping Lacey Evans or something like that." Would that make sense?
That would make sense because they're not. Well, we don't know. If
they're proper officially dating. Exactly. But you know what I mean? People will be like, "Oh shit, okay, cool, that's mad." Like Chad Gable took things, bitch. Not bitch. Sorry, I respect females. Took beep that out, please. Took Baron Corbin's
it's thing. So. Like, it's mad. I don't know. Yeah. Stop fooling us, please. Please.
I don't like that storyline whatsoever.
So what's happened?
That's my problem with Raw. It's not that great, so I don't even remember.
Oh yeah. Baron Bray Wyatt and
we spoke about you. Yeah, you spoke about King of the Ring the last podcast.
Oh yeah. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, they announced
Team Flair.
That's a
copying
that's
from TNA lockdown.
yeah,
I'm thinking, bro, this ain't 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Like I get it for Saudi Arabia, that's something. It's gonna draw, but then at the same time, is this really something you want to see?
No.
It's the reality era now. It's just reality. Like stop it. Just stop with all this fugaziness. Like it's just not. Just make this real, bro. Just make it real. I don't understand. Like I said, this Team Hogan, Team Flair thing. Like
I mean, if it was a thing where they were using wrestlers that were underutilized.
Yeah.
So if it was people like Buddy Murphy, Ali, like if it was people that we don't generally
see on TV,
then I'd be all for it. So that way, it's kind of like it's like being popular by association. Exactly, like you're putting these people that are underutilized. You're putting them with these two great people,
and then coach them in a way every week. Give them coaching sessions or something like that, teaching them how to move around the ring. Like maybe Flair with his, might teach who's dirty. That's up and coming. Who's dirty? That's up and coming. I don't know.
Like Buddy Murphy
teaches them how to be crafty in the wing. A man does a low blow at the end. Do you know what I mean? You might be like, raw. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit of what Flair's taught. Just things like that, man. It's kind of simple. I don't know.
These are two prolific people. As much as we give Hulk Hogan the flack he does, like he's a prolific person. You know what I'm saying? So just have someone that's underutilized to just be with him, and then to be able to go to Saudi Arabia and represent him. That's a massive look. That's a massive look. And they could potentially do something like that every year. As much as it's copying like the whole Survivor Series angle, but it could work. It could be like a Legends Cup or something like. They have two legends. They pit out against each other. They pick their 5, and then every at Saudi Arabia they have a match, and then whoever wins. Like they could do something along those lines, but I'm not investing in that match either. I don't really care.
Yeah, we're not even investing in the whole crown jewel aspect, to be honest, as an actual event. So.
I'm not. Yeah, anything to do with wrestling in Saudi Arabia, I'm not investing in.
It's a charity event, isn't it?
I honestly don't care. Boy, they're making a bag in it. We're not making the money from it.
No, we're giving them the money. Really, literally, you're giving them money for it. That's if you're using a plug. If you're using a plug, then you're alright. But what's his name? Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman.
Fury, that's my guy anyway. Best boxer in the world right now. That's just me. But I guess it's just to push his profile in it. Let me be honest with you. It's just to push his profile in it. It's shit. The whole angle when everything's dead, but it's just to push Tyson Fury with his fight against Wilder coming up soon, isn't it?
Oh really? So, is that what it is? Just to push. Where's he fighting Wilder?
He's fighting Wilder next year, but they want Tyson Fury profile to grow within America. Because he's just had 2 fights in America. You understand? So they're trying to boost his profile now. So he's going into places like WWE. He's signed to ESPN as well. Like,
as a commentator.
Not just as a fighter, like ESPN. So basically, Tyson Fury just fights strictly on ESPN. They paid him 100 mil. Done.
Wow, well done, Tyson Fury.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that angle there, I'm not really keen on. I'm not really. I didn't watch Raw to be honest, so I don't. It's just I
mean, what's it called? From when in terms of speaking wise, everyone knows Tyson Fury has got the gift of the gab. He can talk. So for him, I feel like most boxers, like when you're that high profile, you can speak. You can trash talk. So I feel like for him, that's calm for him. I feel like it would be easy for him to go into wrestling training. The amount of weight he lost, I can't remember how much he lost.
He lost.
He lost. Man was weighing 400 pounds, and now he's weighing 250.
Bro, he's crazy. Fam, he's nimble as a fucking gymnast, fam. It's fucked. But it's when as much when I saw when they were doing the whole pull apart thing, I can kind of tell he was holding himself back. He doesn't want to injure no one. When Braun is on him, you can see he's just doing lightly because he knows if he bangs him,
it's long.
It's long.
Even the security, he's so funny. He's punching security. He's not even punching anyone. What's going?
Fam, you can tell he's trying to hold himself back because he knows that if he pulls full force, that is a loss. The
only one is when he hit Cesaro. I thought he hit him, but no, I think he elbowed him, or I don't even know, forearm or something like that. But he dropped Cesaro. The
way the beef started was, do you think the way the beef started was very stupid? I would have framed it as this. You see how Braun Strowman went out to him at the ring, I would have had a wrestler on the side of him, and after Tyson Fury stands up and he accidentally punches Tyson Fury in the face. Oh yeah. By the way, Braun Strowman went up to him, what did he do?
But I think the way he was doing it wasn't.
And he pushed Dolph.
It wasn't in terms of he didn't want to do that in a way of rather it was like, oh yeah,
Just
we've got a celebrity here. Let's like he's a boxer in it. Just
I'm mocking
him. Like, Fury, what you really want to step in this world?
Yeah, like yeah.
I didn't like. I thought it could have been better. I thought he could have done better, fam. I thought like
100%.
Tyson Fury could have got hit. Then that's when that will give him the chance for him to get in, and you know what I mean. Then come back on Raw and be like, you hit me in my face. Like, you know, if you want to get a real hit in your face, step in the ring on crown jewel. Then we go hammer and tongs in it.
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's me if I were to like do WWE universe.
There's a few rumors apparently. If it's not an actual like wrestling match, it's going to be like a worked
boxing
match.
We've had that before, but with Butterbean and
I don't want to see that. But that's what that was a shoot.
No, but that was alright. The one with Butterbean, that was actually real. That was real. Like he knocked. Like if you're talking about the last time a boxing and wrestling collided was what, Floyd and Big Show. And if you want to go further back, it was the Brawl for All, which I was talking about. That was real.
That was in 1998.
Was that WrestleMania?
No.
It was leading up towards WrestleMania.
Basically, it was a bunch of jobbers, yeah. Because I don't know why I've been looking at Steve Blackman lately. I've been looking at various jobbers within the Attitude Era just to see that out, that how they've come up in that. But he was saying the Brawl for All basically happened. There was a group of jobbers, and I think Vince was trying to boost one of
Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, basically, he just been signed from Japan.
This thing when they're punching in the ring, like gold thingies in it as well.
Man, really punching.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
And they got different lights up and stuff. Was that an actual pay-per-view?
No, it wasn't a pay-per-view. I think it was a tournament.
It was a tournament, but it was like, you know,
it was that week. Every week
they'll do a match.
Because initially, where it was made because Dr. Death Steve Williams, he's like in Japan, he was a straight shooter.
Yeah,
like he's mad, like he's a sick wrestler on job in it. So they wanted to use that tournament to kind of build him. But they didn't know that Bart Gunn, who ended up winning the tournament, he was an amateur boxer. So he cleared the reins of the tournament. Like people like Godfather got beaten up, Bradshaw got beaten up.
Bradshaw started seizing. You know when Wilder punches someone, he sees. Yeah. Bradshaw started seizing.
For real? Was that real punches though?
Bro, it was real boxing.
Clearly see.
That's why at the end Bart Gunn ended up fighting Butterbean. Because at the day, WWE had no idea that this guy was an amateur boxer.
Yeah.
As in, they signed him for WWE. He was tag team champion with Billy Gunn and whatnot. And they just thought, he's a jobber. Let's just put him in this tournament. He's gonna make this person who just signed look good. It's like you putting peas into something, and
not knowing what it does,
not knowing what happens, or not knowing what you're investing into. And
the peas, and it's like putting a bet. You know, like Arsenal 10-1, 10 bags. You know it's meant to go through. Everton come in, clear it 7-0, and it's like,
Oh,
everything
I definitely need to put your money into
everything you put your money into.
Yeah, to watch that.
So
within a week, 2 weeks.
So what happened to Steve? Dr. Steve?
He got lumped out, bro.
Yeah, he ended up leaving.
I mean, as in he left WWE after that.
Yeah, ended up leaving.
But Gunn left WWE after that as well.
Yeah, after WrestleMania, he got
Butterbean. Butterbean done. Like he done a straight overhead.
Yeah, I saw that.
As in, I think it only lasted 1 round.
Yeah,
that's a WrestleMania 18.
No, WrestleMania 16, I think.
Yeah, it's 98, 16.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Bro, like as in, it was unfair. Like
many wrestlers were saying it was unfair.
It was unfair. Yeah. Especially when, as much as Butterbean wasn't like a professional,
was it like
he had a mad boxing
rounds. It was 3 rounds.
And he had like 3
rounds for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that's like a amateur fight, isn't it?
Yeah, amateur fighting basically. Yeah.
Fuck.
But oh man, I couldn't believe it. Bradshaw's one just made me laugh. I'm so sorry, JB. I love you as a wrestler.
It's on WWE Network.
Yeah,
it's active still.
I'm gonna check that.
Just check it out. There's just
that's
so jokes.
Attitude Era still.
So jokes, fam. But yeah, I do. How would you guys feel if it was like a worked boxing match, similar to that? Actually, was Big Show and
Mayweather. That wasn't a.
Tyson Fury's gonna. Tyson Fury will knock out.
That was more like a wrestling match, innit?
Yeah, that was a wrestling match. Yeah. That wasn't. Yeah, that was a weird match.
If it's a boxing match, no, it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense.
Fury's too quick, too elusive.
Yeah, because
it would just be embarrassing.
There's no way you can plan. Okay, cool. I'm gonna jab. You're gonna duck.
Because the way sometimes Braun Strowman moves, sometimes he actually hits you in it. So Tyson Fury might forget and give him one knockout. Bam. It's the news, you got what I mean, bro. You got what I mean?
But at the same time, you don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
his last fight, sorry to go off, but his last fight with Otto Wallen, his eye was broken, his eye was busted bad.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And the ref was meant to stop it, but he didn't stop it. So it's just things like that. He don't want to get hurt.
No.
Braun doesn't really want to get hurt. You know what I mean? It's good for him.
What's it? What else happened on Raw? I think it finished.
But I can't remember.
It was a lumberjack match.
There was a lumberjack.
Was that Raw or SmackDown? SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Let me
Sure.
I think SmackDown. It was Roman Reigns versus.
That was SmackDown. Yeah,
Roman,
Roman, yeah.
Before we get into SmackDown, should we move on?
No, it's up to you.
So before we get to SmackDown, let's get into the Wednesday Night Wars.
Okay.
Wednesday Night Wars. Who should we start with? AEW or NXT?
Let's start with AEW because
Let's start with the go on, go on.
AEW, yeah, I can't lie, yeah, it was so mad because obviously, if you guys didn't know, I became a father on Friday, innit?
Yes, congrats, bro.
I watched, cause I didn't watch AEW live, safe bro. I didn't watch AEW live on Wednesday because I missed it. I watched it all again on Thursday. My missus watched the whole thing, fam, and we were clapping at the end of it, fam. AEW is here to take someone's head off, fam.
Can't lie.
Fam, I was
NXT,
impressed.
What did I tell you?
I was impressed.
What did I tell you? Wait, if you've been listening to the podcast for how many months, yeah, you know Sam has been Team WWE. You know he's been getting us like, nah, they're never gonna. WWE's the original. He saw AEW and what happened. He saw them and he's.
That's Sammy Guevara. What's it,
Guevara.
Oh,
Fam,
he's something
sick.
else. Straight low blowing.
Bro, even Randy Orton went on live stream and said, listen, I want to work with that kid. Like, he's too sick.
Yeah.
Like, that match with him and Cody was amazing. Like, how could you start off your first show with a match like that?
Fam,
Crazy.
when I saw the guys like, fam, who the hell is this guy from?
Yeah. Well,
what do we have here? Cool.
Well.
That interference, fam. Yeah, Sammy Guevara, fam. That match was flipping sick, fam.
I couldn't believe it. I was impressed. I can't lie.
There's also, but there's butts.
Cody,
There
I
are
know
butts.
Cody still has another spring to himself.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, it's gonna be typical Cody, little bulldog or something like that. But no, I remember he held it down.
Done well, fam.
It was a good
surprised
match.
still.
Good match. Even the women's title
That was
match.
sick as well.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Like, who's the girl that was wearing white? Was it the
Riho,
Japanese?
yeah.
Oh,
She's
sick.
I felt her heart. I kind of felt for her like, come on, girl, keep on going.
I like Nyla Rose as well.
Nyla Rose.
Sick, yeah.
Dominant. Her and Nia in a match.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. Nyla Rose.
Them man are here to stay
Cold.
still. Them man are here to stay.
Go on.
Even Neville versus Pac.
Ooh.
Neville
versus
the Page versus Pac. Bro. WWE versus AEW. Fam. Adam Page versus Pac.
That match was with his sick.
That's the match we
The finish was...
was good.
We'll get onto the finish. I'm not going to lie to you.
Finish him off, man.
The finish with the referee, I'm not going to lie to you. I have a bit of a complication with referees in AEW because...
What happened to the referee?
As in, he low when he low blowed Adam Page.
Yeah.
But then the referee didn't see it.
Yeah.
But then later on in the night, when it was the Elite versus Chris Jericho and Tito and Santino. I forgot.
What's the name?
LAX.
LAX, yeah.
John Moxley came into the ring.
And he didn't say that.
And he didn't get disqualified.
Yeah, that's what I said. There was butts.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But other than what other matches happened? So that match was cold.
MJF versus
Brandon's
Cutler. That match was good as well.
That was a good match.
MJF is a good wrestler. He's
MJF.
only 23.
Yeah.
The brother is 23.
MJF reminds me of like a polished version of The Miz. Like if
The
The
Miz,
Miz could if The Miz could really, like if The Miz was very athletic,
Yeah.
MJF is.
He slightly looks like him as well a bit.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yeah.
The swag in that as well.
Yeah. But on the microphone, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. There's not that many people that can compare to him on the microphone. MJF is
He can talk.
solid and he's
Straight
that young.
From the entrance ramp.
Bro.
Straight from the entrance ramp.
Man came and said, "Cut my music," and spoke the whole way. That is fun.
Them man are here to stay, fam. I can't lie.
Honestly.
No, they're here. They've put their
And I was saying in a group chat earlier on, yeah, them man are not competing with NXT. I'm being dead real with you, fam. Them man are competing with the main roster now. Fuck NXT. NXT for me. I didn't even watch it.
I wasn't impressed with NXT.
You weren't.
I weren't.
I didn't watch
Like, I was, but it wasn't like what I wanted it. It's just Undisputed Era. I've just dominated.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing Undisputed Era now. It's just like enough now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
really
become an
enough.
evolution thing.
Like, okay, when they beat Velveteen, I don't even know who the last guy is.
What's
like.
the game?
I'm Roderick Strong. Yeah.
When he finally beat Velveteen, then I was thinking, okay, bye Velveteen. But then I'm joking.
This guy's an agenda.
I'm joking. But obviously after that, I just thought, this is fully Undisputed Era. And then
what next now, innit?
The only thing that gassed me was Finn coming back.
That was sick.
I think, yeah.
Even Tommaso Ciampa as well.
Yeah,
Oh yes, my guy's back.
Yeah.
My guy's back.
He's a guy.
My guy's back. My guy's back.
Matt Riddle as well. You hear about him sending shots for Goldberg and all that.
No, they bucked each other. You see the video?
No.
Fam, they bucked each other, yeah. I think WWE are bad for this, fam. Because he was he even meant to be at that pay-per-view?
Nah, but you know NXT talent always go to it anyway.
Yeah.
This was SummerSlam. This was a few months ago, yeah.
So obviously, Goldberg.
Yeah, because he was doing the watch along. I remember now. He was doing the watch along.
Oh, sorry, in that room.
Yeah, he was doing the watch along.
So Goldberg's going this way, and Riddle's going this way, and Goldberg bumps into him, and he goes, "What did he say to him?"
You're right, bro.
He goes, what are you saying now? Let me play it for you. I'll find it, fam. But it was mad awkward, fam. I felt deep for flipping Matt Riddle, fam.
I didn't.
Me
personally,
I feel like his bros.
Matt Riddle will thump him up.
Look, here it is. Look.
Okay.
Matt Riddle will thump up Goldberg.
I didn't mean to run into you like that.
No problem, bro. How are you?
We gotta talk.
Yeah, anytime, dude.
Anytime.
Anytime.
After this happens, anytime.
All right. I'm in the building. I'll
Cool.
talk to you later.
Cool.
I'll be watching the match.
You got it.
I'll see you in a little, bro.
That you will, bro. Good thing you're wearing your shoes.
I don't need shoes, bro.
You're right, bro. First of all, I'm not your bro. Could have been a long time ago. You put a stop to that.
Okay. Hey, that's an opinion. If you don't like it, that's fine.
You got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, bro.
You got it. I ain't your bro.
I hear you.
What do you think about that?
I mean,
Big up Matt Riddle, man.
he's entitled to
He ain't scared. No, he ain't scared. Goldberg trying to comment out bullies. Who do you think you are?
Goldberg bumped into it, like barged into him.
I said, "I'm sorry, we need to talk. I'll give it a rest, bro." Like you're struggling in the ring. Let's not even get started, man. Yeah. He has every right. He has every right.
Matt Riddle's a legit UFC fighter. He will fuck Goldberg up. I'm so sorry.
I wonder how that fight's gonna turn out, fam. After me seeing Goldberg, what Goldberg and Undertaker crown jewel.
And I think that's where most of it came from. Matt Riddle just says he doesn't rate Goldberg as a wrestler. Yeah. And he would legit fuck him up. And he's entitled to his opinion.
Exactly.
And Goldberg's entitled to not like it. So for me, I don't really care.
Every right.
Yeah, every right. So it would be interesting to see them in a match. But then again, I don't think I'd be invested in it.
Nah, I would, because the build up is
just
because
because
of the build up, and
just
it's more
the
realistic.
tension's a
And I've
bit
seen
real.
stuff online, innit? So you know,
I mean,
you would be.
I mean, if they're shooting on each other, if it's gonna be like legit, like elbows and everything, like if Matt Riddle can get a good match out of Goldberg,
that's when it will be
perfect.
Good. Yeah, if you can get a good match out of Goldberg.
If it's gonna be a thing of just quick strats, spear, jackhammer, then
that's not gonna happen.
What's the
Matt
point?
Riddle, I don't think Matt Riddle would want to do that.
But I mean, if Vince is at the top,
and when the money comes in,
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
some good shit.
Speaking of Goldberg, did you guys see Bret Hart's comments about Goldberg?
Yeah, he said that he doesn't feel like Goldberg should be in the Hall of Fame simply because he hurts people. Is that all he said?
Oh,
Is he more stuff?
Bret Hart, man. I'm sorry, man.
Is
That
he more
incident
stuff?
happened how
That's
many years
more or
ago?
less the premise of it.
What do you want the man to do, bruv? Like, okay, like the incident happened over 20 years ago, Bret. Like, what do you want the man to do? Like, what do you want him to do? Like, what do you actually want him to do? Do you want him to go down and kiss your toenails or something? What do you want the man to do, bruv? Like, he said sorry. Like, this is the industry that you're in. These are the consequences that happen. Like, I'm sorry, Bret. Like, just get over it. Like, get over it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like there's better people to be petitioning about not being in the Hall of Fame, e.g. Tory Wilson. I'll never.
You know what? I take my message back about Christian as well. I am very sorry.
Thank you.
For
Thank you.
for saying.
If you want to hear about that podcast,
Thank you.
what podcast was that? That was
I think
like
like 2-3 podcasts ago.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do take it back.
Thank you.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
He does.
That's all I was fighting for.
And he'll be.
I can't lie. He will be.
That's
I
all
can't lie. He is.
That's all I was fighting for.
I had to take it in a bit more. Watch a few more wrestling matches. Look to the interview with him, Orton, and Miz. Took it in a bit more, and I thought, cool, yeah.
You see, I like that accountability.
No, it's calm. I do all my research. Everything that man gets, that I criticize people or I say controversial things. I have to look back to say, okay, am I certain about this? But yeah, it's calm still.
Yeah, I thought, as you said, he needs to get over it. He's getting butthurt over something that happened over 20 years ago. Everyone has moved on. I even remember he even said something about the whole Shawn Michaels thing, where he had to forgive Shawn Michaels because it was killing him inside.
Yeah.
So if something's killing you inside, surely something like this, you could just get over it.
Yeah.
Like it's, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
He did say that he lost $16 million from within 1 second because of the kick from Goldberg. Because he was signed to like a multi-million year deal. I think it was like 3 years for like $3 million, and then other endorsements as well. So because of that injury, he had to fam.
I can't lie, maybe.
Okay, well after I heard that,
16 M's.
after I heard that, I was like, you know what? Maybe 10 more years of resentment, then forgiven. Then forgiven because 16 M's, especially back in the day.
Then
that's a lot of money.
That's almost was it double back? If
No, it'll be more. It'll be more than what it is now. Yeah,
Bro.
probably 50,
Fam.
almost 50.
And I'm sure he's living good as it is now anyway.
course.
But
Yeah.
bro,
What's his?
he'd be living.
Yeah, double that, double what
He'd probably start AEW.
Of course.
Canadian Elite Wrestling or
I
something.
won't be surprised. You would have probably started off a wrestling.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
and it'll be sick as well, fam.
Fam.
Because the man Canadian wrestlers, fam.
His family has the Stampede wrestling.
Yeah,
He could have like reprised that or something.
Yeah, true.
It's like NWA coming back as well. Literally like that.
That's
New
big up.
New NWA is sick.
Big up Billy Corgan. He's now the president of it now.
Yeah, sick.
Sick.
Actually,
I've
very
not.
sick.
I can't lie. When you sent me the link yesterday, I watched 3 minutes of it. I just turned it off.
Swear.
I wasn't invested as much, but I'll give it another go. You know how. I
You
am.
know what it is with me, yeah? I think I've started to understand this. This era, yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of everyone jumping around the ring, flipping around, doing all sorts of acrobatic bullshit. I'm fed up. Like, wrestle.
But is
NWA
that
is wrestling. Like, you're seeing
Like, real
wrestling, but it's like, it's transformed in a way. Like, I can't describe it to you. Like, the normal Smash Mouth is there,
Yeah.
but it also includes some new moves, so counteracting like wrestling moves, like getting out of locks and putting a man in another lock and then going for a
So
clothesline.
is it very Golden Age esque?
In a way.
So like you're getting like man like doing a demolition driver and that.
Yeah,
Demolition
yeah.
Driver?
Like-
Is demolition driver? You see when they get in the top row, Legion of Doom thing.
yeah.
It's
Moves
something
like
like that. It's something like that.
I feel like NWA is sick for bare tag teams. It's a tag team sort of thing, no? Because I watched the match I saw was a tag team, innit?
Yeah,
the guy was wearing like some leather jacket, waistcoat.
Yeah, that match was very good.
The
James
Briscoes.
Storm, yeah,
Briscoes versus. Is it the Briscoes?
Have they give the champion? Have they got champions and stuff here? Is this the
yeah,
first?
they've got champions.
Yeah,
first
They've got
episode.
NWA. They've got the NWA tag team champions as well. That was live.
Was this the first episode?
Yeah, from the
first
end of because
episode.
basically it's now a studio thing because NWA were like linking up with different wrestling promotions before. They were with this company Live from Hollywood or something like that. They had partnerships with people like Ring of Honor, so that's why you see like the Ring of Honor, Ring of Honor's wrestlers fighting for the title and whatnot. So now it's like their own mainstay brand and they're trying to like reprise it from how it used to be in the 80s, which hopefully I hope it does well because
I think
it's an alternative. It's more pro wrestling and at the end of the day we're the ones winning at the end of the day because it's more choice for us.
I see James Storm in it as well.
Yeah,
he's a
he's-
champion at the moment.
he's
Like,
saying
his
that,
super kick is on job. I didn't even know it was that good until I just see him slap it on. I can't actually remember who the Donny is, and I will remember it.
Nick
for the next
Aldis.
podcast. Yes,
Mickey James' husband.
that's the Mickey James' husband.
Is Mickey James still on WWE?
Yeah, I think apparently she wants to do like more of like a producing role from what I read.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but
Why not?
I like her as a presenter as well.
even if she done like went down to like, not even down anymore, but if she went to NXT to like do training and whatnot, why not? That'd be sick.
How did NXT compare to AEW, by the way?
For me, NXT was just NXT. I knew what to expect with NXT, so it was good in that regard.
See what I said to you last podcast, and who didn't agree with me? I said you're gonna be more inclined to watch AEW because you know there's gonna be surprises, and you don't know what to expect. AEW, we've seen it before. We've been drinking from that NXT Cup before.
I just saw Undisputed Era dominate everything in NXT. And I saw Walter. Who's Walter's faction, by the way? I really like Walter's faction.
The Imperium. They're based at NXT UK. Basically, Walter will never move to America, from what I've gathered. He's just there to just do takeover. He's just there to do invasion. He's just there to do invasion and come back. But he's not going to leave, especially because if he's at NXT UK, he can still do his like independent stuff in Europe as well. So
he's going to build himself in the UK. He'll become an icon. Icon.
And Walter, he's one of the best wrestlers I've seen live.
I told you.
Watching it,
Walter
bro.
for me is the best wrestler in the world.
He's
For me right now, Walter is the best wrestler in the world.
He's one of the best to watch live.
Yeah, we watched him at Progress.
Progress, yeah. So
Sick.
NXT, like besides Tommaso Ciampa and Finn Balor coming, those were two good surprises.
Yeah.
The only match I didn't like was actually no. I was thinking about the week before. Mia Yim, I'm tired of Mia Yim. I love her, but at the same time, I don't like this whole
gimmick.
This whole ghetto. I don't know what it's meant to be. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what a character's meant to be. So, but AEW,
yeah,
top notch.
Even the ending bit, like Jack Hager.
Fam, I tweeted you, man.
I didn't expect him to do that.
I saw when I woke up, innit? So I woke up at like 5 and I put a group chat.
Yeah,
you
messaged. Yeah,
Jack Swagger's, because I caught the last bit. And I was like, Jack Swagger's into AEW.
I've seen the message and I was like, swear.
Fam, I couldn't believe it, fam.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I couldn't believe it, fam. How do you feel that's gonna turn out?
He'll become a super. Oh, maybe
they already slightly built him as a star. The way that undefeated, like when he came into the ring, they said undefeated MMA fighter Jack Hager. They didn't have to mention WWE. Bro, they've completely forgotten about that.
They rubbished it.
Bro, the way and the thing is, he just looked like he commanded.
He's more raw. He's more raw.
Yeah,
he's more. Like Jack Swagger was just a bit neatened and a bit.
Do you know, when Jack Swagger first came, he was a bit pally. So when he now first started doing the
We the People,
that's the Jack Swagger I loved. When he didn't care, he didn't have to speak. He literally just came, done his business, and left the ring.
Yeah.
So that's if we continue to have that, amazing.
You think Jack Swagger will try to be like the Brock Lesnar of AEW?
Don't need to be.
He doesn't need to.
As in, like in terms of the whole MMA sort of like stance.
I get what you mean.
As in, he would just come through and fuck people up and just bounce.
Nah.
I mean,
he's gonna stay there. I think he'll be up and
down. I don't mean bounces and bounce. I mean like come through and just beat someone up. A thrasher. I call it a thrasher.
I mean, it could work.
It's very hard to do what Brock does, though, man. I can't lie. Even if you're an MMA star, like it's hard to do what Brock's done. Like I can't lie, no one can do it like Brock.
And not a lot of MMA, not a lot of people that did MMA that transitioned into wrestling, even kind of have that character.
Yeah.
I don't think Jack Hager can go that brute. Like could go that evil.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine him going.
Especially when Brock Lesnar was that before MMA.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Whereas he was always Jack Swagger, he was a jobber. His last few months in WWE, no one cared about it.
No one cared too. Let's be honest, no one cared too much. Obviously MMA.
Until even when Bellator, no one really cared about it.
Yeah. No, but when he first started, nobody really cared because nobody expected anything from him. Yeah. Like, let me be real. I thought he was gonna lose.
Wait, he hasn't lost yet, has he?
No, he hasn't defeated in Bellator. But that's because of Bellator. Maybe because I don't know, man.
I mean,
Bellator's just a bit easier. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just being a bad person.
Yeah, be careful. You said someone's gonna say, "Come."
That's what I'm saying. Some MMA critics gonna get at me like, "Bellator's better."
I mean, it's not UFC, but it's not small. It's not play, isn't it?
Yeah, but let the UFC see how he handles it, innit? CM Punk tried and lost all his matches.
That's CM Punk, though, man.
Lost all his matches.
I didn't expect.
But do you think CM Punk would have done well in Bellator?
Maybe.
Maybe.
But maybe at least win a match. Because UFC, I think that's top. I think the UFC is the top of the top of the top. There's like once you're in UFC, you're not. There's nowhere else where you need to go. Like Bellator, I feel like after Bellator, I feel like you need to go UFC. Like, yeah.
But then a lot of people do the UFC to Bellator as well.
True.
So, I mean, it depends. A lot of people that are not like that are coming towards the end of their career, they end up going back to Bellator, or if they're like still in like the mid of the, I don't know. I think it just depends.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting question to pose. If CM Punk was to go to Bellator, do you think he would have had a different career? Interesting. For me, naturally, CM Punk doesn't naturally strike me as someone that can fight. I don't know why.
And you know what? I feel like the promoters in Bellator are a bit more lenient to listening to the fighters. Yeah. Like, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Like, if Dana says you're fighting, now you're fighting. Yeah. Like, you got to fight. Well, see you later. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, I feel like it's just that. And Bellator have a lot of people, a lot of investors that are into that company. Yeah. Like, 50 Cent talking about how he's invested into the company. Other people put the shares into the company. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. UFC is strictly Dana. Like, so whatever Dana says, it goes. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's crazy.
Have you heard about the rumor about Cain Velasquez's body? Vince taking the piss out of Cain
Velasquez's
body.
Apparently he's not a fan of it.
He's not a fan of
Cain.
Cain Velasquez.
He's not a fan of what?
He's not a fan of Vince is not a fan of his body.
Why?
Vince just likes people.
Well, Cain Velasquez he fucked up Brock Lesnar.
Exactly, with that
so
exact same
what's body got to do with it? Oh,
but I kind of get it, maybe because he's got skinny arms and big chest.
Yeah, big chest, and he's very it's not broad, but it's like...
Yeah, it's just not really the look of what you'd
why
want.
Why bring him in then if you don't like? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with Vince. Vince is mad picky. Like, he doesn't like bare stuff.
I'll tell you what, I don't like that guy's body. I don't like his body.
And that's the thing. He like, initially, I remember saying that That's the reason he didn't want to push Christian, because he didn't like his face.
Yeah.
He likes Christian's face.
Yeah.
Didn't
Like his face.
I don't know, man. Vince is a bit bizarre. He's a bit mad.
Heck, how can you not like my man's
Man,
face?
do you know how nuts that is? Yo,
The mask man, like come through.
How can you not like my man's face?
fam.
I can see you as well.
I know he's so mad. I'm trying to clock. Can you see my face?
It's just mad petty. It doesn't make sense at all, fam.
Trust me, fam.
Definitely, guy.
So,
Safe, bro. Be fair, man.
but it's going on very good. But
What we
it's
talking
mad.
about?
It's mad.
What we talking about?
AEW NXT.
Yeah.
First of all, what you guys covered about it? What have you guys covered about it?
Pick up your sound, innit? From the sound music.
All good?
Yeah, I mean the music.
Sound and music.
Swear.
What we saying? What are we talking about? AEW and NXT.
Yeah. The new faction that's going to be coming with Chris Jericho.
I think it's gonna be sick. I think
The new
it's gonna be sick.
faction just enlightened. Okay.
At
At the end of the
LA,
show.
yeah.
Yeah. That should be sick.
Yeah.
That should be sick. I
I
feel.
think it's gonna be helpful for Sammy Guevara as well. He's
I
gonna
think
be like the
Jericho-
Randy Orton.
I think Jericho's gonna want to. If Jericho can work with Sammy, he can become a star.
Yeah.
I feel like Jericho now he's hit that level now. I think he just wants to give back, and I'm starting to see it now. He just wants to give back, and I feel like with him becoming champion, like you said, it boosts AEW's profile now, and I can get it. I'm actually starting to understand now. I'm getting it. Okay, AEW are actually they actually want to build their own brand. Do you understand? They're not trying to topple WWE, but
of course.
they want to build their significant brand, their significant fan base, and not be a TNA sellout. Sorry, TNA. You know what I mean?
Was that thing real? Apparently WWE sent a message to TNA. I'm not.
Impact.
WWE sent a message to AEW saying, "Well done on getting the ratings." Blah blah blah.
I won't be
New
surprised.
facts and energies, bro.
Apparently,
Is that
apparently
real?
I saw people tweet about it.
I saw people tweet about it. There was like an actual.
I won't be
statement.
surprised though if we
But I'm
have
sure
to
I
find
have
that.
seen videos of that Triple H talking about it. Like,
I was saying it was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
like majority of like,
they mentioned AEW now.
yeah.
They mentioned AEW. People mentioned it.
I mean, at this point, we didn't mention it before, but the ratings, AEW slumped NXT. So at this
Slumped.
point,
Yeah.
you can't now deny as if they're not here. You know what I'm saying?
They're here.
They're here. They're
I
here to
can't
stay.
say no now.
Like Ted Turner is somewhere smiling like, yo, this is the highest ratings we've gotten on a debut show in God knows how many years.
The WWE, they said they did they put out a post congratulating AEW, innit?
That's what I said. Yeah,
But they were being a bit passive because they said, oh, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
it says it's not.
It's true though, man.
Yeah.
It's
No,
true,
it's
man.
true, but it's, you know, that's
can't lie,
Vince.
it's
That's
true.
Vince being paid.
But after the week that WWE had, WWE
A win is a
had-
win, innit?
Then boy,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
But like I said, I just don't feel AEW will defeat WWE as a.
I don't think it's about defeating them, though.
I know. Like I said, it's just building their brand
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
putting their own significant space in professional wrestling. Yeah.
But
like-
naturally, if WWE do get defeated, we lose out. As much as we cast WWE, we still need them to be here because we don't want it to now be a thing of, okay, cool, WWE's out of the business, which will never happen. Okay, cool, AEW now become the new WWE where they now become stagnant with their product. We now start complaining. Then Tajiri, no, not even Tajiri. Who's someone who's not appreciated? Chad Gable. He's now fuck this. I'm gonna now start my own promotion. I'm gonna start short man wrestling. That now gets a big back in. That now like we don't want that cycle. You know what I'm saying? We want as much as they're gonna have their rating war and whatnot. We want them to be competitive, but neck and neck, and we all want to win at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I just want WWE to step up, really.
Yeah.
Because when they're in competition, that's when they bring their best guns, innit?
100%.
Which is slightly debatable though, because we saw that last week, especially with the whole Kofi Kingston stuff. So let's get into SmackDown.